Greetings, my friends, and welcome back to this channel. My name is Matthew, aka the Nucleus Cyborg. Today is March 7th. It's a Saturday, and it's currently at 11:43 in the morning. Excuse me, almost noon. Approaching that. So on this video, I've said in the past, if anybody out there has been watching, and anybody's been watching my gun reviews on my channel, I had been mentioning that I mentioned a few times that I have a 22 rifle and that had been testing out 22 ammunition ammo, uh, to see which one works best for both my pistol 22 pistol and my rifle. And I said that I had tested out federal 22 uh, ammunition in my Ruger Mark 4 22 pistol, and it worked a lot better. I did have a few snags in there, but I think that's just down to 22 ammo and how small it is and how just I don't know. I think it just comes down to the ammo. It's gonna have a few snags, but two or three snags within like 250 rounds. I think is acceptable. But I also was saying that I wanted to test out that new ammunition inside my rifle, and I haven't done that yet. I've been saying that I had a 22 rifle that I wanted to showcase here on my channel, because I love my Second Amendment. I love guns, and I collect. I have a small collection, not as big as my brother's, but I'm working on that. But anyway, I was able to finally in the range a couple of days ago. Excuse me. The range a couple of days ago, I was able to put about 200 rounds through my rifle. It's a semi-automatic rifle, so that was the problem with the ammunition that I was using. Uh, when I was trying to do some research on 22 ammunition, a lot of people were recommended CCI, and so that's what I was using. But that was the one that was giving me the problems both in my pistol and in the rifle here, especially in the rifle when it was supposed to be semi-automatic. I was able to, it came with a 10 round magazine. I should have been able to just, cock it the first time, or and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 right to the target. That was not the case with the CCI ammo. I almost had to pull back the hammer, almost every single time. And then I saw it. So then I finally switched to Federal 22, which looks different, and I will be showing you a round. But I just want to let's say from the get go here that the rifle is not loaded. Okay, so whenever I get around to actually showing you the rifle and showing you the magazines or clips, however you call them now, they're not loaded, so no need to worry there. But the Federal worked a lot better in both the pistol and the rifle. The rifle, again, I had a few snags, but again, I think within 200 rounds, two or three snags is acceptable as well. And so, the federal ammunition. The people were telling me that's a difference of velocity, or you need to have more velocity in the ammunition. And so I can't remember the exact numbers between the CCI and the federal ammunition 22 ammo, but there was a difference of 550 in between the CCI and the federal. So the federal worked a lot better. So, with all that said, let's get around to actually showing you the rifle. Now, before I get into that, I want to say that I had been looking for a 22 rifle. I had got some pistols and some two or three pistols that I'd been taking to the range, and my brother that works there, he was saying, you should look into getting yourself a rifle so you can come over here, and shoot. He said I had just bought the Ruger Mark 4 pistol, and he was saying that he said before that you just want to come up here and have something that you can shoot and just have some fun, because I was shooting a 9mm, and once you put in so many rounds of your 9 millimeter, your hand does start to get a little numb, get a little taut. So he just said, you want to get a 22, you can come and just shoot and have some fun. And then he was saying, look at it getting a rifle. Well, I was looking at getting a 22 rifle. It was the one I'm about to show you is a Ruger. And the other one I was looking at first was also a Ruger. Was turned out to be a little bit heavier than the one that I got now, and it also was it had some kind of coyote uh, nature design to it, which made it look really cool, but like it was really heavy. Well, I went in one day a couple weeks ago, and I had some spare cash on me, so I was just like, looking to getting this 22 rifle, the coyote one. And then my brother, the other brother that works there, they both work at the same gun shop. Uh, I was just passing, you know, where they have them in the back, and he was saying, Matt, did you ever get around to getting your 22 rifle? And I said, no, actually, as it happens, that's why I'm here today for. And so he said, well, before you got by that one, consider this one that he said that I don't know if we just got it in, but it was here when I got here this morning, and so I think it looks really cool. So I don't know if we're trying to build up the anticipation here before I reveal it, but I think it does look really cool. The barrel, I think, was a little bit shorter, and it did weigh less, but then of course the price was more too. So I was just like, of course my brother would recommend the more expensive one. So I don't know if he gets commission or anything like that. I don't think so, but thought that was kind of funny. So finally, with all that said, let's get to actually showcasing the rifle. Try to keep this video kind of short, sweet, and simple. It shouldn't have to be that long. Not having to break it down or anything like that. I'm just showing it off. So here we go. Okay, guys, here we go. We're about to look into this rifle. I'm going to have to push the camera back and maybe change the angle of the camera a little bit because this is a rifle. I'm going to need two hands. So here it is. I'm not sure what the model, but the make is this is a Ruger. This is a Ruger rifle, 22 rifle. It did not come with the scope. I had to buy the scope separately. And I'll be looking into getting a tripod. I think that's it. I guess that's what you're going to call it. Yeah, it's got things here on the bottom. So I can put a tripod in there. Now, the clip or magazine that I'll show you, I can prop it up, but it's not the best thing. It's a magazine or a clip, ammo clip, so it's not meant to prop up the rifle with. So now the rifle is empty. Let's be sure to check that. So you have you have it right there. So we're gonna pull that back. Pull it back. Okay. Rifle is empty. Okay. So I'll try to get a close up so you can see kind of like the design of it. Let's see, angle the camera a little bit here. That might work a little bit better. So some things on my desk here, trying to move out of the way. It's kind of like a black and white cracked, or it looks like lightning. Their design, and the barrel also has that same design. The cracked white and kind of like light. It looks more like lightning to me when I look at close. Design on here, and it's really cool. Lighter, and like I said, the barrel here, I don't have that coyote one to compare with, but I would say the barrel came out a lot longer than this one. Now this rifle, or I mean, I'm sorry, this scope that I bought for this one, I had a choice of two. This one goes up to from 2 to 7, and I think I might look at getting a more higher powered one in the future. But the actually one went from 1 to 7. This one goes from 2 to 7. It was kind of a hard decision because the other one had scopes on them, or I mean, lens caps on them for the scope. So you had a lens cap here on the front and a lens cap for the back. But I guess I decided that going down to 1 and then going down and then switching to 2, or switching from 1 to 7, 2 to 7 wasn't much of a difference, and so I guess that's what it did. This little scope or thing on the side, I can adjust. I believe this is how to adjust left and right on the scope, and the top one here is to how to adjust up and down. Is the little screw there, so you twist that around. Now they have special, or not special, but they have a designed target that has grids on them, and so you shoot that, and then the gunsmith is able to kind of help you get your sight right, because everybody might have a different kind of sight. Now, down here, right under the trigger and the trigger guard, well, first you have right there, I'll point this out first. What was it? Okay, right here, you do have a manual safety, so you press that. On the other side, you see that it's pressed out. I'm not sure if I can get the angle right, but this side is red, so that's signaling that the gun is in firing mode. And you press it back, and now it's in safety. Now, like I said, the gun is empty, and as you saw when I tried it, the gun is empty. There's no live round inside the pistol, or inside the rifle, excuse me. And then, but like I was trying to say, there's a lever right here. To trigger the trigger guard, and there's a little lever right here that you pull up on, and that releases the magazine or the clip, depending on depending on what you want to call it. Now, and it just lifts out. This is the one that it came with. This is a 10-round magazine or clip, and as you saw, it just goes right in there, so you can't really see it when it's into the gun, into the rifle. And then right there is where the ammunition goes into. But I don't use this. I got two 25-round magazines or clips. So right here, this is what I use. Like I said, I can prop the rifle up. I can do that, but even with a slight recoil, and this is not exactly designed to prop the gun up. That's why I'm going to look into getting some tripods in the future. Now, the magazine, there's one of the rounds. This is the Federal 22 that I was telling you about. Let me see if I can get one out. Yeah, getting these out and getting them in is kind of difficult. I've been looking for a kind of speed loader for this, because I went when I went the other day, I scheduled an hour and was able to get through 200 rounds. So I think slowing me down is putting these in, and this is the Federal, and they are hollow points. How close to the camera I can get to. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, it's a hollow point. And so, like I said, it's hard to get these in. Yeah, yeah. What I found is that pressing down and kind of like the center of the magazine, or the little slot there, pressing down, you gotta really like press it down in there, and then you gotta press down and slide back. So it's hard. Getting 25 rounds into there, holding it like that. One is not too bad, but then as you get higher and the spring goes down, it gets a little bit harder, and your hand really starts to hurt. So I'm still trying to see if I can find a speed loader for something like this. But some of my brother's colleagues and my brothers have really said that there's nothing that you can really buy to, So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to either just get better at it or not. This magazine, or this clip magazine, however you want to say it, as you can see, it says Ruger on there. What was that? B? Is that a B? Yeah, B. Ruger BX 25, Newport, New Hampshire, United States of America. So I got two of these, so 50 rounds that I can go straight shooting with. Let's see, anything else I'd like to share with you? This is not. I was telling my brother the other day. I mean, I've only shot this twice at the range, so I can't really tell my brothers if it's fun or not. Go there, they're fun to shoot. Now, a 22 pistol, the Ruger Mark IV pistol. Once I got the new federal ammunition in there, and it did go a lot better. And so, with only three snags and 250 rounds, more than acceptable. And then that's fun. I would consider that fun. This I'm not exactly sure, because I think it might be more fun once I get a tripod. You can see the little insert. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to fit in there, but I have to get some tripods to help prop it up when I'm shooting. It might actually be more fun then, but I do like this rifle. And then 22 is for small game. I've never been hunting before, and I don't think I would be very good at it because I'm not very stealthy. I'm not. I have balance issues, and so trampling through the forest or the woods, trying to look for squirrels and small game and stuff like that. I just don't think I think I'd scare them away. The rabbits and all that stuff. Right? Unless I'd have to, get one of those camouflage tents and then just sit there all day waiting for something to come by. So, but anyway, I just wanted to show this with you. I've been meaning to showcase it here on my channel for a while now. This is just the first chance I got. I said in one of my videos that I just wanted to run the federal ammunition through there before I featured it on this video or on this channel. And so now I have the federal 22 ammunition. Works a lot better than the CCI. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't think I ever will buy CCI ammunition ever again. I use federal. I'm gonna always get federal for my 22, and then that's the 22. I might have it on me, but I'm not necessarily going to carry it for self-defense. And so, the pistol and the rifle will both get federal 22 ammunition, and as you saw, it is hollow point. So, but then what I do carry for self-defense, a 9mm, the Kimber Micro 9, which I featured. If you want to check that video out, that's the one that I carry, and it gets critical defense ammunition, hollow point. So that's what I carry. I carry a 9mm. As of right now, it is the Kimber Micro 9, but I've placed an order for the Glock 19 Generation 6, where my brothers work, at the gun store. It hasn't come in yet, which I'm very excited to get my hands back around it. I shot, my brother has one. He was able to get one earlier. I thought it was kind of funny that, or ironic, is that a couple weeks ago I was actually in the gun store and I was just shopping around and I just happened to get to the cabinets where the Glocks were, and I just started looking at the Glocks. I was like, well, I might want to get me another Glock. My very first pistol was a Glock 19 Generation 4. So, and I say very first pistol because um, it was my very first. I just didn't know how to. I say I don't know. I didn't know how to shoot. I didn't know how to hold the gun, anything like that. So the reason there's a couple reasons why I decided to go with a Glock from my very first pistol when I decided to start carrying. Yeah, I had grown up. First off, I had grown up. Take this however you want it. I had grown up watching movies, like The Fugitive and U.S. Marshals, and so I saw Tommy Lee Jones as Samuel Gerard, in both movies. Get yourself a Glock. Get yourself a Glock. What? Do you have my sidearm, my Glock? So that's what I decided, and that's a movie, yes, and he's playing a U.S. Marshal, yes, but so it is a law enforcement pistol and portrayed in the movies, but finding out now that actually Glocks are catered mainly for law enforcement, and actually, excuse me, and yeah, nuts. Actually, they did have a Glock 19 Generation 6, but it was what they call blue label. So it was reserved for for officers and law enforcement. I was able to hold it and kind of get a closer look at it and all that other stuff, before I was able to shoot my brother's Glock 19. But it's a very cool looking gun. I can't wait to get my hands on it, and it's bought and paid for. I got the receipt and it with me in my wallet. I am supposed to be meeting my brothers tonight for a little shindig at the gun store, with a bunch of colleagues and friends. I think we're renting out one of the Rangers, and you know meeting for dinner, and shooting guns, having fun. Maybe it'll be there when I get there today. Uh, they told me it's been about a week. They told me that it should come fairly quickly. But we'll call you when it gets here, and so I haven't received a call yet. Sorry about that. It's a text message. But anyway, I just wanted to finally show that to you guys. Anybody that shoots guns out there. Um, so I guess we'll go ahead and end this video now. You saw it, and I featured it, and I show you the ammo that I use, and I featured the rifle. Was able to put that ammunition through the rifle. Had a lot of hiccups, a lot of problems with the CCI ammo. This federal ammo is a lot better. I told you, because of the velocity is a lot higher, and so that just gets the bullet out of the gun faster. And so I guess we'll go ahead and end this video now. So thank you so much for clicking on this video. Leave a comment down below, please. Constructive criticism is always welcome. I've been trying to grow my channel, my second channel here. I had a channel before, then for some reason, I'm not exactly sure. Excuse me again. I'm not exactly sure. I lost all my content, which was some of the stuff I posted up there were were for other people to watch if they wanted to watch it, but it was mainly for stuff that I reposted on YouTube, because I wanted to keep it there. So if I wanted to rewatch it, I had the the Walt Disney World Christmas party on there. I had the Walt Disney World Halloween party parade on there. Things of that nature. My first lightsaber build, things like that. That I might want to rewatch. But then I lost all that content, and all the handful of subscribers I had somewhere between 30 and 50 subscribers. I only have two, so that's I'm just trying to grow my channel here. That's why I say constructive criticism is good down there, because I don't script this. It's kind of just go offhand off the top of my head here, and so so like this video, please. Comment down below, please. Subscribe to my channel, please, and ring the notification bell. That way you know when I post another one of these silly type videos. Um, I have another one coming as soon as I get the Glock in. I want to do my first impressions, and you know I've shot my brother's. My brother's was awesome. I love shooting it. It was such a great gun. He has his all decked out already. I'm not sure if how decked out I'm gonna get mine, but he had a hollow sun on there. He had a flashlight on the accessory rail. I mean, he had a barrel extender on the tip of his gun. I mean, he just it just looked like weird. It looked like some kind of a hybrid mutant gun. So can't wait to get mine so I can look at it and get out there and shoot again. But we're gonna head and close this video. So thank you for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. I'd very much appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.